everybody? OldSchoolNYCGamer here once again with another gameplay video for you. And this is one of those games I've never checked out, and this will be the first time I'm playing it, and that is Contra Rebirth. Now, as you can see right down the copyright, this came out in 2009 by Konami Digital Entertainment. And this actually was released for the WiiWare back in 2009. More likely, actually in the spring of 2009 in Japan, and of course in America and Europe in September of 2009. As you can see here, just playing through the intro, and as if you don't know already, this was actually the 12th installment of the Contra series. So, you know, it's your basic run and gun, but you actually do have 4 players to choose from, besides, you know, your traditional Contra characters. So, as, you know, I'm just going to show you a little more gameplay of that, you know, just to give you my first impressions and take on this. But of course, as you can see, that one little character right there is who's your enemy. Kind of looks like a certain communist rebel from back in the day that Castro killed, but we'll get into that another time. But for what it's worth, it's definitely, you know, Konami had to go back to its roots and show off one of the best run-and-gun games of the installment. And this is definitely very NES-oriented, very NES-influenced. So without further ado, people, I'm going to be playing this on the Wii Classic controller. So let's check it out, people. Of course, you can have your 1 and 2 player. You got your options, but we're going to go 1 player. And let's check it out, people. Contra year 2633, Chief Salamander's Neo-Salamander Force travels back to 1973 AD to invade Earth. They land in Central America to occupy the Yucatán Peninsula Shiku ruins. The aliens plan the destruction of all primitive quote-unquote Contra on Earth. With the Earth surrounded by the zealous force, the Galactic President declares to dispatch heroic Contra lands beam to fix the situation. But once on Earth, all communications with Lance are cut off. Those aliens won't get away with this. Bill Rizer, who is actually the first, you know, character in Contra. If you remember from the first Contra game, this is the last hope for the Contra. So as you see here on the character select, you have the 2 options that you have right now. Bill, who was in the original Contra, and Yagyu. If I actually even pronounced that right, I do apologize. He was in Neo Contra 3. So without further ado, we're going to just pick the one we know best here, and that is Bill. And let's check it out, people. Of course, not only are you going to have, you know, your enemies in front of you, you're going to have them behind you, so you got to be a little careful when you are playing this game, but definitely don't let that fool you, of course. You know, it definitely does play just like classic Contra, but you got to watch out for the one specific enemy that will be shooting at you. I know a lot of players who have played the Contra series before always do prefer the spread shot more than anything. And the cool thing is when you die, you actually do get to keep your spread shot. I think to me that's a huge plus. And of course, as always, you know, these Contra games are always never ever forgiven. And of course, I'm not using the Konami code for this. So now the cool thing about this stage here is, everybody, I just realized this now, that you actually can switch your weapon. Even though I only have one weapon right now, I can switch between the two, which is actually a plus. That was something you didn't get in the original Contra. So they definitely did quite a few tweaks to this game. And so, the spaceship transporting the Contra was blasted down to Earth. The robot captain BRW9 Browny sent out a distress call to the home planet, but without waiting for help, she soon thrust herself into the heat of the battle, where she was to a Contra. And I know I totally messed that one up too. Because I don't want that laser, so I'm definitely going for the spread shot, which is my favorite weapon. That was a nice little cheap shot. See, with the Wii Classic controller, this is definitely a plus to have this. Just like the battle stage in the first Contra, it was your first stage you had to beat. So I remember that being the big deal back in the day. It was a nice little touch that they did for this one part of it. Not much is known of Chief Salamander. This sketch is a mere guess of his form. It's pretty nasty looking if you ask me. But one thing is clear, the Contra must overthrow this dictator. I do have to admit, as these enemies are coming at you, they have to do that nice little like Mode 7 style F-Zero feel to it, adding it to this game here. So I can tell by this stage already, people, this is definitely one douchebag enemy I'm going to have to be dealing with these flaming shurikens. But we definitely can't trust him. But like I said, he definitely does have a pattern of how he shoots them, so you just got to know where to duck and where to move. This is one of his patented moves right here. And this definitely reeks totally of Super Mario Brothers. I should have moved when I should have, but... So now, of course, the one shot I want, if I can get to it... that was a bad move on my part. So I guess this is the stage where they're playing Hogs of the Road here, whereas I'm getting knocked off. Now the key is either to stay on top of this truck or just get on one of the llamas, which you might have to do. But this bugger right here is trying to knock you off those as well, so you have to stay on the platform. Now my little trick here is I try to like land on the platforms and not try to grab the head. Just gotta get some really good timing in. And just get the missile. And away you go. So this is the third boss. And I can already tell he's gonna be hard. Like I said before, people, if you played Contra quite a bit, it's always about patterns. And of course, if you do this on a co-op, it definitely helps to know your patterns within this game. I did not see that one coming. Wow. So, yeah, if this Konami code actually works, for the 35 lives. I definitely would appreciate that. But yeah, people, that's my take on Contra Rebirth. Definitely check this out on WiiWare if it's still available. Definitely grab it if you're one of those huge Contra enthusiasts. This is definitely one to pick up and play, and definitely master it, because I'm not one of them. But thank you once again for watching, everybody. As always, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Dailymotion. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down there at the bottom. And that's about all. Have a good one, everybody, and take care. Cheers.